Hello, everyone. This is Tonya R. Lewis with the Diary of Dating Over 50. Hey, guys, how's it going out there? Today, I have an exciting show for you. I have two marathon runners, and they're going to guide us through. They had a long distance relationship for a long time, and now they're in the same state. We're going to find out how they navigated through all that madness. I would like for them to introduce themselves because you know how I say you can introduce yourself better than I can. Valencia, can you introduce yourself, please, sweetie?
Hello, everyone. I'm Valencia. I am a runway model, a runway coach, and also a long distance runner.
Yes.
And lastly, a pharmacy technician.
Okay. All right, guys. Y'all heard that. Boy, that's a big spread, ain't it? Running, messing with medicine, walking on the runway, teaching. Yes. All right. Favor, introduce yourself, sir.
Hi, I'm Favor. I'm also a runner, and that's about it. Yeah, I'm a runner.
He gonna be real simple. He gonna keep this real calm, y'all. But but y'all know who I am. I'm about to pull it out of him. Okay. Okay. So my first question is, how did you guys manage the challenge of long distance dating by balancing your schedule? First of all, where did y'all meet at? Let's start there first.
I can answer that. Well, she had a Facebook. I had a Facebook page. She saw me. I was on there looking good.
No.
She inboxed you?
Yes.
And she hit me up.
No.
Her statement was, "You fine." I said, "Okay."
Okay.
And we went from there. So she
Okay, Melissa, can you tell us the real story?
Okay, the real story is we were actually Facebook friends for years before he ever slid into my DM, as the young people say. And at the time, I had been talking to a guy from, I think, Plenty of Fish or something like that. And kind of hurt my feelings real bad. And I put a post up one day and I said, I am so sick and damn tired of being hurt. And he had been in my inbox a couple of times prior to that, and I pretty much shot him down each time. So this time he inboxed me and he was like, "What are you looking for? Maybe I can help you with that." Had no idea he was basically putting in a bid for himself. And we talked, we chatted back and forth, and I think talked on the phone the next day for about 5 or 6 hours straight.
Oh my!
He came down to Atlanta from Columbia, South Carolina. We went on our first
Okay,
date.
hold on before you get to all that. Wait a minute, hold on. This is getting juicy, y'all. Okay. So wait a minute. Let me summarize this. He slid in your DM.
Yes, ma'am.
After you posted that you were sick and tired of this dating madness.
Yes.
And then y'all, the next day, y'all talked 5 hours. What the hell y'all talk about for 5 hours? Did y'all shoot each other some naked pictures?
No.
Yes.
No, don't be lying.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely not.
Is that what happened, Favor? Okay, y'all see it's 2 different stories.
I had to show what was happening, and that's what she told
No.
me. That's what she told me to come on down.
Are you sure? Okay, all right. So okay. So anyway, what okay, so after you guys talked on the phone, and I take it y'all communicated for a while. He came here to visit. Now, how did y'all navigate? Because how long did y'all date before long distance before he moved to Atlanta?
4 years.
4 years?
4 years?
Yes, 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
Okay, so how did y'all navigate that? How did y'all wait a minute, let me ask this question. How did y'all navigate and keep that trust going and keep that energy going while y'all was long distance, like in between coming to see each other?
You want to answer or you want me to answer?
I guess I can answer. Basically, it was just, a weekend thing. Every time we got together, we had a great time. So it really was a great match. the things we like to do. We had a lot in common, especially for his dating. Plus, I'm concerned she's very easy to date. It wasn't a lot of things that.
She was easy to date.
Yeah, yeah, you know this trashy.
Okay, from a man's point of view,
Yeah,
what do you mean by she was easy to date? Explain that.
we can go to the park, we can go to the zoo, we can go running. We could do a whole bunch of things that were fun and inexpensive. We didn't have to. It didn't have to be an elaborate thing. So it just was an easy thing to do. And we could go to the mall. We love when we first started. We loved going to the mall and just walking around and holding hands and
Aww.
Just running out stuff, as we like to call it.
yeah, and strut out stuff. So because I mean, so we kind of like I said, wow, she's just like me. So here we go. It was easy. So
Okay, Valencia. I'm sorry, Valencia. What was your take on it?
Okay, so you say, how do we navigate and build up the trust? Well, that was the question.
Yeah, well, how did you navigate being long distance and build the trust up to stay in? Because you know what, I dated somebody for almost 2 years and was supposed to marry them, and they lived a whole lie. So this is very interesting to me.
Well, one thing we did very simply, we literally talked on the phone every single day. Every day we talked on the phone.
So checking in is important.
Exactly. And like I said, like he said, rather, we visited each other on the weekends. I was off every weekend. So a lot of times, you know, I would either go there in Columbia, South Carolina, or he would come here to Atlanta. I remember one particular time, I don't know what the scenario was, but he actually came to visit me. And he left later on that day or the next day. And I came down the same day that he left. I wish I remember what made us do that, but he literally left and I came to visit him the same day that he left.
Fashion show. It was a fashion show I came
Okay.
Okay. So you said it was important to communicate every day to bring that, to keep that long distance relationship healthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And when did you, now both of you are marathon runners, right?
Yes.
Do you all have any issues like being the competitiveness of running? Because I see Valencia post a lot about her racing, her runs, but I don't see a lot of you posting about your runs. Favor. How do y'all work out competitiveness in y'all house?
Well, basically, both of us we work out. Both of us work out. So when I first met her, you know, honestly, she didn't work out a lot. So I did a lot of working out, and she did a lot of running, and she did that a lot. It almost was getting on my nerves, honestly. I mean, when she came to Columbia, she had to run. So all the running you see, that's what she actually does. So I came here to Atlanta, and she told me, hey, you know, if you run with me, now first she asked me, did I want to race? The Braves race. And I was like, no, probably not. So, you know, I just thought running was unnecessary. And she was like, well, if you run with me, they're going to give you free Braves tickets after the race.
Woo, they got you, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. After that, that was it. So then I said, okay, so I ran, and my goal was to keep up with her. I said, if I can keep up with her, I'm good to go. Just keep up with her. So actually, I was faster than her, my first run. And I did not know I can run like that. I didn't know. So
okay.
After that, you know, after the race, we got the Braves tickets. We met a lot of people, shaking hands, everybody smiling. She was dancing. So I was very tired. And I was like, wow, but I did that. What is 3.2 miles or something like that? 3.1 miles. I was proud of myself. I couldn't believe I did it. It wasn't no big deal to her. So then the very next race, she was like, hey, you know, Top Golf in Atlanta has a race coming up. Do you want to do that? I'm like, I don't know. She said, well, after you do that, you get to play Top Golf for free. I'm like, for real? Let's do that. So when
so every time that you ran, you and you received a gift, it made you want to run. It made you want to run more.
I will run with you long as they're giving away something. You know?
So tell me something. Show me what is that medal around your neck?
Oh, this is my first 13 miler. What is it called? Half marathon. This is my first half marathon.
And what gift did you get for that?
Pride. You know,
Okay.
I'm a regular runner now.
So now pride, this just the pride of you being able
yeah.
to complete a run.
Accomplishment. I love the camaraderie at the end of the race. That's awesome.
Okay. So Valencia, let me see your medal. What's going? Let me see your medal.
This is my very first marathon, full marathon, which is 26.2 miles. And I did this one almost a year ago. It's the Atlanta Publix Marathon. So I've since done a second one, which is the Every Woman's Marathon. So I've done
Yes.
two in 1 year. So this was March. This was November. So this was an all women's marathon. About 100 men actually ran it, but it was 4 women by women. So
Okay.
2 in 1
Valencia,
year.
how old are you?
53.
And Faber, how old are you?
35.
Boy, bye. You wouldn't be on my show if you was 35.
Oh yeah, it is.
But I just wanna show my audience at 50, and how old are you, Faber?
55.
At 53 and 55, you guys are running races and you're winning races. You're bringing home medals, and you are a couple that enjoy working out together and running together. If you had to give some motivation to a couple that is living long distance, Valencia, answer this question for me first. What motivation would you give them to continue their relationship and to build on it?
What's the motivation? Well, first of all, to me, it's no different than any other relationship. I mean, so if it's going well, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, basically. You know, if it's going well, you know, do what you would normally do. You go out, you make time for each other. The communication is very, very important. You have to talk. You got to be able to afford to see each other, because I tell people that's one of the most important things. If you're going to be long distance, you have to be able to afford to be able to spend time with each other. The distance can't be so great where, oh, you're going months and months and months and not seeing each other. So fortunately, we were only about 3.5 hours from each other. So that made it really doable, you know, just hop in the car and drive out. Sometimes I would get off from work and go see him, stay for the weekend, vacation. You know, if I had a week off, he had a week off, we would come and stay a whole week. So,
Okay.
So to me, it was no different than any other relationship. In fact, sometimes I feel like long distance can be a little better because you have time to miss each other. And so you have that build up of excitement. Oh, I can't wait to see him.
So now y'all in the same house is a little different, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, Favor, what motivation would you give my audience for? Because let me tell y'all something. My long distance relationship was a disaster especially at the end. You know, there was times where, because when you long distance, you can't go without answering the phone. You can't go without, you know, communicating. You know, because you got all this space. You got all this space between you and this time. You know that, and if you got trust issue, is really a problem. So Favor, give us some motivation on how to navigate through a long distance relationship.
I was basically what she said, communication. Actually, I don't think we ever missed a day. I think since we met of talking to each other.
Wow.
You know, so of course we together now. We see each other every day. But yeah, from that time, from the time that I got her on the phone, there's never been a day missed. So that's why I say it was an easy relationship. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, you know, everybody have their struggles. You know, don't think everything's super perfect, nothing like that. But it was an easy relationship. So we had so much in common, and we both like being on the phone. And another thing was most important, she mentioned as well, we was only 3.5 hours away. So if some things had to get squared away, she know how to get to me, I can get to her real quick.
Oh, okay. So yeah. That's your man. So tell me something. Is there any traditions or rituals you maintain related to running or your relationship? Is there any rituals that's something that you might do before you run, or by y'all being in a relationship? Is there a ritual that you might do together?
No rituals, because we work out regularly. So, you know, she'll
Is
wake
there
up.
traditions, like a ritual before you start running, something that you guys may do at home before leave the house? You know, uh,
Well, well, one thing I do, he's not big on this. I have certain races where as runners, we love to lay out our clothes and everything that we're gonna wear
yes,
right
you do
before.
do that.
And they actually have a name for that. So you call it flat, whatever your name is. So when I lay my clothes out, that's called flat Valencia. And
Okay,
so I lay his out too because he doesn't care. So I only do that for a few races, like the Peachtree Roll Race, the race, which is a black race that we do as far as by us. That's a really big one that we do every year. So you just always lay your clothes out, your bib. You don't want to show your bib number all the way though, because people can steal your bib. So I had to learn.
what you mean by that? Ho ho ho! What do you mean by that?
They can literally take a picture of your bib and actually use it. People have done that before, like say for
What
races.
is a bib? I'm sorry. Talk to me like I'm fine.
Your numbers.
Yeah, your number, the little number
Go
that you wear across your. Okay, here I have one right here. This is the last race I did called the Polar Opposite Peachtree.
Uh-huh.
So this is the bib that I wear. It has a tracker on the back, so they can track
Okay.
you, and it has all
Okay.
your information, your age, your sex, how fast you ran it, your pace, all of that.
Okay. Okay. So that's one of the things I do notice that you lay your clothes out.
Yeah.
So how do y'all celebrate? How do y'all celebrate a win? Is it behind closed doors or
We got a waffle house. You got a waffle house and get a waffle. That's what I like to do. That's right. Right after a race, I generally like to go to Waffle House. We both get waffles, and we go home and eat our waffles, and that's like the highlight of my day. But when I'm running a race, I'm thinking about getting home, especially if it's cold outside. Like I'm supposed to be running the MLK drum run tomorrow in 17-degree weather. I don't know if I'm going to make that happen or not, though.
okay? So favorite, what why you laugh when I say behind closed doors? What you like to do after a good old racing?
You know what I like to do. You know what
what is that?
Eat the waffle. Eat the waffle with me.
So we eat the waffle. Huh? Okay. All right. So do y'all ever have any conflicts, any arguments about a race, or about because sometimes competitive, when you're competitive in a relationship, it can get kind of competitive, and it can get that jealousy might kick in. Is that something you all go through?
Nah, not at all. So she is a long distance runner. She runs more often, runs further. I ain't trying to do that. That's
Okay.
not my area. You know what I'm saying? I'm faster automatically, so that's a given. But she got me into this longest race that I ever done, which is 13 miles, a half marathon.
Who the heck run for 13 miles? How do you
A
do
lot
that?
of people, unbelievably. When we out there, it's packed with people, like
Yeah.
5,000 or more. But when you go to work, nobody runs. So but when you're out there, everybody runs. So
Okay.
so she's more long distance. I don't try to keep up with that. I'm speed. She don't necessarily try to keep up with that. So we have our own areas that we're strong in. So that's
Okay.
never competitive. I don't think. Have we ever like really competed against each other like in a race or something?
Yeah. Have y'all ever competed in the same race?
Yeah, we run the same races often, but I'm a winning mom.
Yeah, it's really not a competition because he's faster than me. Because when we first started running, Tonya, he would like stay with me.
But that's because he was still dating you. Now he got you.
And now I don't mind because if it was the other way around, I wouldn't want to stay behind with him. Like for instance, my average 5K time is about a 28, 29. His on the average is about a 24. So that's a
Okay.
big difference. That's a big difference.
Yeah, that's a big difference. That's four whole minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
that's a
Yeah.
long way.
so I wouldn't expect him to stay with me. Absolutely not.
Okay, so answer this question. Who is the biggest flirt?
The biggest flirt, I would say that would be him.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Now, do you ever have an issue with that, Valencia?
Actually, no, I don't. I don't. I really don't.
How you maintain that? Because Faith be around a lot of women, and he fine. He fine.
You what now? You what
I
now?
said he fine. He fine.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell her that.
Well, I'm not gonna say I don't have moments of jealousy, but I don't worry about stuff like that because at the end of the day, he going home with me. But I do distinctly remember one time we were at a Super Bowl party and he was talking to this chick and I could tell she was just
Was he
all
talking too long?
yeah. Well, what got me? He was talking to her. Next thing I know, he got to touching her thigh, and he just touched that thigh a little too much for me. So after a while, I said, "Oh, wait, let's go. Time to go."
No, I wasn't touching the thigh like grabbing. I
No.
was like, you know how you talk to a person and you touch the shoulder
Yeah,
like that. So,
yeah. It was like that,
But why you was touching her thigh? You could have touched her shoulder.
I'm a thigh toucher, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, no. Okay, so have you ever had a guy that was all in Valencia's face and did it move you some kind of way? Did it make you?
First of all, you know, she didn't really like that. So that's another thing to make the relationship easy. But when it comes
But
to
you could trust her. That means you could trust her. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to modeling, I know people gonna come up to her. Guys gonna want to take pictures. So I let her do her thing. You got fans and all kinds of things like that. So that's what she does. That's what she was doing when I met her.
Mhm.
So I stepped back. Long as it's respectable, whatever.
I love it. In the last year or so, you are more active in her modeling. You get good shots for her, you videotaping her, you taking pictures. In the last year, you have definitely stepped it up in that corner for her. I like the way. I wish I had somebody follow me around with a camera because you get good footage.
Yeah, that's what I do. I be following her around. Man.
Yes, you do. So tell me something. Do we hear marriage in the future? In the future?
I'm gonna let him answer that one time.
Well, I got the answer. I've been waiting on the ring all this time.
Did he say he waiting on the ring?
He sure did.
So, do we think that's gonna happen, guys?
I'm sure one day it will. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have probably wondered like, what's taking them so long? Because this year, October 17th will be 9 years.
Wow.
So I know a lot of people are like, good Lord, when are they going to get married? And I know a lot of women, because I've heard women say, oh, someone hasn't married me in 2 years, 3 years, whatever, I'm jumping ship. But
I made that mistake.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I kind of feel like, I said before, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, we've both been married before. He was married 20 years. I was married about 7.5, I think. And I've just learned, it's not about the marriage so much, it's the relationship. So I'm just not in a rush. I feel like sometimes marriage is for people that want kids. He has his son and his daughter. I don't want kids. I'm good, But
Okay.
it would be nice, but it's not just something I just have to have,
Okay, Favorite, what you say about that? What do you think? Is marriage
First, I was married for 20 years, like you said. Second, when I first got out of the marriage, which was divorce, was very heavy on me. I really wanted to be married because I used to being married. And after about 2 years, I figured, that was it. I didn't. That wasn't the thing that I thought was important. Now, honestly, we pretty much live like we're married. I make sure things are taken care of, and she does her end of the deal. So, I mean, it works. Put it like that, it works. Other people might, oh, this and that. I don't care what y'all think. She good, I'm good. So that's how we move. We're like a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
We have plans for the future, plans for the year 2025. Everything is working good. We're both healthy. We're both living well. So, we live a life that a lot of people want. So, to say a lot of people would want us to join and, hey, get married and do what? The thing is, the thing about our relationship as it stands right now, I never have to worry about divorce. Divorce is not going to happen based on this relationship right now. And a lot of times they say the divorce rate is really higher after you get married a second time. A lot of people bounce back into a relationship. So it's been 9 years, but marriage has not been on my mind for most of this relationship. But what has been on my mind is taking care of her, period. But walking down the aisle, that may happen. Who knows?
Oh,
It's not a priority. I mean, she hasn't expressed to me that it was. I mean,
it would be nice. Like I said, it would be nice, but if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it would be nice. It would.
well, all women want to be married one day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't want to just be someone's someone's girlfriend or live-in girlfriend. And you know what? If something should happen, you done spent almost 10 years with him. You deserve the retirement. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. He deserved it as well. And when you're not married and things are not spelled out, it can get messy when somebody passes.
Yeah,
I need somebody with some benefits. I'll be straight up honest. Okay, I got a 401k and the money is over there working. I ain't touching it or nothing, but I need somebody else to come with some benefits. We put that together because you know what? The thing of it is, a lot of us are behind. 50 and over, a lot of us are behind. We don't have the savings that we need because we done been in marriages. We divorced. We have to split stuff. So things. We're behind. So when you bring two people together, you bring your assets together and you bring them together correctly. Because if you don't, people are going to be fighting over them again. I don't want my kids fighting over nothing. Okay? Because they got their own lives. The man that I'm in love with, if God should come and take me, I want him taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I want him, because if he done spent 9-10 years with me. Okay. So anyway, that's my take on it. So now, was both of you on online dating when you met? Baby, was you on? I know you was, Valencia. You was on Plenty of Fish.
No, the girl I was dating before Valencia. I met her on Plenty of Fish. So what happened? It was a girl in Atlanta that I was dating, and we broke up after 6 months. But during that time, I enjoyed coming to Atlanta. I was like, yo, Atlanta's what's up. So I'm gonna find somebody else in Atlanta. Period.
So you gonna find somebody else that you can date in Atlanta, because eventually you was gonna move here. Correct. You already knew that.
Yeah. So it was an easy transition, to another beautiful young lady in Atlanta, and happened to be it was somebody that I was looking at, on Facebook. I was a fan of hers. I actually was a fan. I mean, when she used to post some pictures, I was like, oh man, used to make comments and say, she looks nice, whatever. It never was her paying attention to me, anything like that. Just used to make comments on it. And then when she made that post about she's tired.
But that was your end, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my end. Yeah.
You know what? I appreciate you all's candidness. What is the biggest lesson you've learned about say teamwork through your hobbies, through running? Because it definitely teaches you teamwork. It teaches you how to be together, have each other's back. What is the biggest the thing that has brought you guys together, the love of running, and that you take from running and into the relationship? What is the one thing that works in both of those areas?
You want to say that?
I know that's a big one. Go on, Valencia, answer that one for me.
I don't have an answer right now. Favor, you take that
Uh,
one.
I think in a relationship, and this is where where it get kind of deep a little bit on the relationship. I come in a relationship understanding my position, and my position is to provide, to protect, to lead, to serve, and for us to have fellowship. I have 7 principles that I live by, and I bring those principles to the relationship. And one of the things that she does is, and we still got a lot of growing to do, but she follows. She gets to do something that a lot of women get mad at. She submits. So it makes the relationship work. I'm going to do my part. She's going to do her part of nurturing, of honoring, of respecting. And,
Sound like marriage vows.
say again,
Them sound like marriage vows.
not just vows. People add all the other stuff to it and it don't work. I mean, it's 9 years of us, being us.
Yeah.
So it's a team, it's a partnership. Like I said, we get married, then you have the opportunity to divorce, which people do all the time. Being in second and third marriage, what are they talking about? We're doing something. We live by principles, and those principles are practiced. Like literally talked about the words I just said. I mean, I wear the band actually. I wear the band. I created it.
Oh wow.
And matter of fact, we have a man's principles band and a woman's principle band. It's almost like it's another way of thinking. It's another way of thinking. We don't share that a lot. I intend to, because it makes a lot of relationships work better. But since I know my position and she knows her position, that's why it works so easy.
And you know what? Let me say this, Favor. It's easy to submit if the man lead properly. I can submit to a man wholeheartedly if he leads properly. And you know what? And he leads by principles, because you have to have principles, and to be a nurturer, we're born with that. But a lot of us don't get to display that if the man is not leading properly. So I love the way you said that. Valencia, give me your take on it.
Repeat the question again, Tonya.
You want to sleep, baby?
No, I'm not going to sleep.
He was in the other room.
I gotta hear the question again.
Baby going to sleep.
Okay. So what?
It's getting late, Tonya.
Huh? It's too late.
She's been out mid-50s. She dozing off.
No, I'm not. I just need to hear the question again.
No. I just like I said, what in your running, your hobbies, the thing you guys love of running, and your relationship, what do you take into and put into the relationship? What is it that you take from running and your relationship and put it into your relationship?
From running and putting it into the relationship. For me, we both are very competitive, so there is some competitiveness there, and I love that about us. I mean, we'll just find the smallest things to be competitive with. I mean, even just throwing paper in the trash can, shooting hoops in the trash can, he'll start doing it, and I said, oh, let me try it. Usually it takes me several more tries than him, but we'll just find the silliest things to be competitive with. So I love that about us. We both have a very silliness about us. He draws that out of me because, believe it or not, Favor he has a very serious side, but he also has a very, very silly side. And that it brings that out of me too, because I'm real silly. So if I'm with a person that is like that, it's just gonna really bring that out of me. So I love that about our relationship, that we can be silly with each other. Like I said, I absolutely love the competitiveness. I mean, sometimes we play box in the living room. He'll be like, oh babe, I got a new move I want to try. And I'd be like, look, go easy now, because he'll get so because like, because I'll be like, okay, that's it. I'll be like, you're getting too rough now.
So okay, so let me ask you guys this, because we're getting to the end of the show. If you had to give another couple that is sitting in front of you that's just beginning a relationship, the way you guys are in your relationship, okay, the aspect they may have, they may do bowling or whatever, but they're long distance, they are in the beginning of relationship, what would you give them to hold on to guide them, to start guiding them through that relationship?
Well, I would say the main thing is communication. You got to be willing to communicate with each other. If there's something about the relationship that isn't working, you need to.
What is Favor doing? Why you kick him?
I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to keep talking now. But I mean,
I'm doing something on the computer, my bad.
If there's an issue in the relationship, I feel like, you need to speak up, let the person know how you feel. This isn't working for me. We need to fix this. So communication, making time for one another. That's very important. Of course, you should do that whether the relationship is long distance or not. But feel like that time, effort is really important if you are on long distance. You got to be able to have that. You got to nourish the relationship, make time for it, take the other person's feelings into account, make sure you're on the same page with different things. I mean, it's a whole lot more, but I'll say the main thing is communication.
It's communication. Okay. What about you, Favor, real quick? What would you give a brother that is entering into a new relationship that's long distance?
Hey, look, honestly, it's several principles that he should have, and it's what I live by. He should have the ability to provide, to protect, to lead, to cultivate. You should have vision for the relationship. You should have the ability to serve and be able to, what I call fellowship/communicate. Those 7 principles are very important. Pretty much that's what I focus on for myself in this relationship. And when I focus on those things, it makes it easier for her to follow. And then she gives me the respect that I want. She gives me the honor that I want, the nurturing that I want, the help that I want. And she also serves me, and our communication is good as well. My main thing of getting into a relationship, and I tell any young man, have the ability to provide. Be that man. That's what the woman is looking for. I mean,
wow. Yeah.
It's not the amount of money, because you can have the mindset to provide from 10,000 to 10 million. You got men that make millions of dollars, don't have the mindset to provide for that lady. It's really automatic. If we can get back to that and all this nonsense, I had to get off Facebook. Facebook is way too stupid for me. The nonsense that they spread on Facebook, because nobody really knows. Every man should have the ability to provide. If you're making $13 an hour, if you're making 13 million, provide does not mean buying everything and going to the fancy restaurants and all this stuff. When
Just taking care of those basic needs.
Yeah, taking care of those basic needs and having the mindset to do it. I wouldn't make the amount of money I make now when I was with her living in Columbia, South Carolina. That's why I said the relationship was easy, because it wasn't, I got to have this, and if you ain't doing that, blah, blah. No, it wasn't all that. But I have a mindset to provide, to protect, to lead, to cultivate,
I really like the way you say that. And I watch Valencia's face when you say it. Her face is calm, it's soft. She's not making faces as you say that. Men, I'm hoping that my audience is listening to you out there, because you're not saying I'm beating her over the head and she got to do what the hell I tell her to do. No, what you're saying is, I'm going to guide you. I'm going to cultivate you. I'm going to be that man that you want me to be, but I need your respect.
Correct. I mean,
because respect is everything.
The respect is automatic, but it's also everything.
Yes.
This is something that I study.
Okay.
She worried about what's on the screen. She can't see you on the screen. Hold on. I can't. Hold
Yeah,
on.
just drag it. Just keep dragging it.
Sometimes
No, it's fine. It's fine. That's what y'all see.
she want to see you. She want to see you on the screen.
Yeah.
Well, he takes me off the screen when he pull you two up. Um,
Now you, thank you.
so okay, but I done ran out of some time, guys. Valencia, can you tell us where we can follow you? Especially your coaching as a y'all, she got one of the coldest walks in the world. I ain't even gonna say in the city. She got one of the coldest walks in the world. Tell us where they that they can get in touch with you.
You can find me on my 2 Instagram platforms. That's Fierce Walker and Atlanta's Runway Deep. Both on
Yes.
Instagram.
Okay. And favor.
You can find me at BMW, Global BMW in Atlanta. If you guys are interested in any type of car, but of course we specialize in BMW. Also, if you need any kind of life insurance, you can also contact me that way.
So, okay, the next time that I ask you two if you want to advertise, you need to say something about your insurance because people need insurance every day, and the cost is not that expensive to advertise. Don't wait till I get real famous and then it'd be millions of dollars to advertise on the Tonya R. Lewis show. Okay, so these are my final thoughts. All right, as we wrap up this episode of the Diary of Dating Over 50, it is important to reflect on the unique dynamic of long distance relationship and the shared passion for competitive marathon running amongst couples. Effective communication is the cornerstone of any successful long distance relationship. Utilizing technology to stay connected can bring the gap when physical distance separate partners. Setting shared goals not only provides something to look forward to, but it also strengthens the bond. Trust the independents are crucial, allowing each partner to grow individually while remaining committed to one another. When it comes to marathon running, it serves as a beautiful metaphor for the relationship itself, requiring dedication, teamwork, and preservation. Perseverance. Let's get that word right. Training together, even from afar, can enhance connections, while the thrill of race day is an opportunity to celebrate each other's achievements. Ultimately, both long distance love marathon running demands commitment, but the rewards, deeper connection, shared experience, and healthier lifestyle are immensely fulfilling. Embrace your journey. And remember that love can flourish at any distance or pace. I like to thank you guys for joining me at the Tonya with Tonya R. Lewis at the Diary of Dating Over 50. I also have a book coming out, guys, and this is the book. It's in collaboration with other ladies. My title is Broken Crayons Do Color, even if we color outside the line. The book launch is March the 8th. I'll have this on my page where you guys can pre-order. You can pre-order now, or you can come to the book launch. You can also advertise on the Diary of Dating Over 50. That scroll going across the bottom, that could be your name, your number. We also can, where my book is up in the corner, it can be there the entire show, and we can run a commercial. So thank you guys again for joining me with my couples, my marathon runners. I hope you enjoyed them. My focus was on long distance relationship. Didn't work for me, but it may work for you. And I hopefully this couple gave you guys something to carry you another 24 hours in the long distance relationship. Thank you guys. I'll see you next Sunday. I have a couple that's coming to you. It's called they're called where Bonnie met Clyde, and this couple is doomed not to make it. Nobody even ever seen them together. They're coming from one of my hometowns, Cleveland, Ohio, and it's going to be Patchy and Lamont. They call him Breezy. This is going to be something you guys need to be around to see. I love you guys. I will see you next Sunday at 8 o'clock. This is Tonya R. Lewis, and I'm out.